We are on to our next project, and this is the B block project. I'll explain that more out there. But so I first started cutting these L's. This is some aluminum that was taken off the ceiling on the porch, and we didn't really need it there. We wanted to go back to the wood, and we repaired the wood pretty good, so the aluminum was no longer needed. I've piled it up here, so I have quite a stash of it. And we found a good use for it right here. Turns out the distance between these two things right here, these grooves, is the distance I need to make this L. And it'll make more sense when I go out there. So at first, I was cutting it with the tin shears. And it was going to be a slow process. And you can see how it kind of leaves a, when you're cutting like that, it leaves you kind of a jagged edge, which is not the end of the world. But the time factor, it's going to take so much time cutting all these. And I really want to get this, moving fast and maybe even get it done today. And I only have a few hours. So then I thought, well, before I tried that other metal, aluminum, I used my utility knife, etched it along the edge, and then bent it. And it, some aluminums will break easier than others. Doing that, this one's just the right thickness that it really breaks easy. Now I don't know if I can do this one-handed. I probably can't. But regardless, it gives you this nice edge, really clean, straight edge. And by the way, wear gloves when you're working with aluminum like this. So what are we using this for? Oh, and then we mark it. Mark the white side. We need 1 3/4 inch mark here on each edge. One down here. Then we put it on the board and we gently bend it so we get our L. And we bend it a little bit past a 90 degree and then bring it back a little bit. Then we bring it out here, and this is where the bees come in play. So I hate to ruin their homes, but the problem is, this is the problem. If I don't stop it, it's just going to continue. And at some point, these are just going to get really weak. And for me to remake all these, we're looking at a lot of time. Just to paint them is a lot of time. To scrape them and caulk them. And there's some that are really, they need re-nailing. So those over there I had re-nailed with nice nails, caulked them and painted them. Now Amy decided we're only going to go with white. So we're not going to do this multicolor thing, but that's okay with me. It's a lot of work. So we'll get them re-nailed. So these have to come over here, re-nailed. I do have an extra one over there because I removed it off that end. So I might be able to pull some of them out for any of the ones that are really bad. But here's what we're doing. So from here, you don't see a difference. But when we go on the inside, the L is going on like this. So what it's doing is it's basically blocking them. They're not going to be able to go up in there. I hate to say it, but they're not even going to be able to get out if they're still in there. I don't know if they are or not. I did hit the board and none came out, but maybe it's just too early in the morning. I don't know, and they're refusing to come out. But either way, I need to move forward with this. And we can't have them going up in there and tunneling out throughout the whole thing. Maybe I can make them another place or something. I don't know. Give them some raw boards that just go in, because that's what they want. They want raw wood. Maybe I can just put some raw wood out someplace and they'll find a spot. So regardless, you can see the cut edge with the not as clean, but then look at this one. Look how clean that is. So I'm really glad. I only did like 2 or 3. 2, I think, and then I switched to the razor blade with the bend and break. Okay, so I'm using the roofing nails, of course. Kind of expensive, but they just work so good. And I'm not putting them real close, so it's not going to take a ton of them. So try to get all the aluminum on, and then I think I'm going to do some nailing. It looks like this one I had already re-nailed, probably last time I was here. So pull some more paint off, caulk it, and you can see there's a new nail right there. It's tedious nailing, but it makes a big difference. Okay, so that's our bee deterrent L-shaped aluminum going on all the way around.